as a Dodger fan, you have to be really concerned after what you just saw from this team in these last few games. I'm going to tell you why. Hey, this is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the almost 13% of you that have already hit the subscribe button, the ones that are watching these videos, but 86% you have not hit that subscribe button yet. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any big Dodger news and content. Me and Brad J are bringing you news every single day. Let's get right into it. Of course, the Dodgers had a terrible loss today. Dodgers bullpen collapses against the Chicago Cubs. A 6-3 loss, just a painful loss to say the least. And you take a look at the final score line here. It all comes down to that 8th inning where the Dodgers gave up 5 runs. It pains me to say this. I mean, the Dodgers had this ball game up 3-1. They commit 3 errors. Just a terrible, disgusting loss from the Dodgers. I mean, this is just really bad. This has got to be up there with one of the worst losses for the team this year. Just absolutely a disgrace what we saw today from the Dodgers. And I don't even know where to start because the bullpen, once again just doesn't come through. You got to go back to even in the inning prior to the collapse in the 7th inning. The Dodgers are really close to giving up a 2-run homer on a deep fly ball that ends up going to the wall there. So the Cubs almost tied up the game in the inning before, and then of course we had some atrocious defense in the 8th inning where the Dodgers committed 3 errors. Dodgers Nation did a pretty cool job here. Well, I don't know, it's a cool job to display what we just saw. I don't know if it's cool to really go over it, but this is just really bad to say the least. Wow. I mean, a leadoff walk, as baseball experts have, talked about again and again and again. Leadoff walks are never a good thing, and that's what Ian Happ did. And taking a look at how it all played out. Of course, the big error, in my opinion, was a Tommy Edman throw. Just a terrible throw that goes in and out of the dugout. Boy, you just can't do that. And then of course the Dodgers, Evan Phillips intentionally walks Bellinger, and then the costly error from Kike Hernandez, trying to go for the double play, but doesn't field the ball correctly. And boy, this was a really bad game to watch. I mean, I'm still pretty pissed off, to say the least, after seeing this game, because this was the kind of game the Dodgers really should have been able to take care of, because the Dodgers were up 3-1. They were basically 6 outs away from a comfortable win at home against a team that frankly is probably not going to the playoffs. Although after this win and yesterday's win, you just don't know, and who knows what happens tomorrow. This could be the turning point for the Cubs season, and for the Dodgers, this is just the beginning of who knows what, because the Dodgers, as we know, are under so much pressure with so many bad injuries. And this is probably, we just don't know. I mean, I am really concerned because, as a Dodger fan, you just don't know with the pitching, right? That's really what it's coming down to, I think. I mean, the Dodgers, look at that series against the D-backs. The Dodgers had 32 runs, and that's just not going to happen in the playoffs in the series. I don't see it happening. The Dodgers can't score 32 runs and win a playoff series. They're gonna have to find a way to get better pitching and not commit 3 errors in a game, especially in one inning. I believe it's the first time in a few years this happened for the Dodgers. But yeah, Evan Phillips didn't look good again. I mean, I don't know. The guy has not pitched well for the Dodgers as of late, and just really bad. Dodgers bullpen doesn't come through, doesn't help out, and the bullpen got another big hit today because Anthony Banda is probably out for the season with the broken left hand. Just terrible news, to say the least, because Anthony Banda has been, one of the best pitchers for the Dodgers out of the bullpen. And, like I just mentioned, it's not clear when Banda suffered this left hand fracture, but it's likely season ending. Wow. Just another blow for the Dodgers bullpen and pitching staff. Of course, Banda's not a starting pitcher, but this is bad, man. I mean, the Dodgers have to find a way. Somebody's got to get hot on the Dodgers or they're not going to be able to win a World Series. That's how I see it. Somebody's going to have to get hot in the starting pitching, you know, and, maybe that guy is Yamamoto. Yamamoto looked absolutely great tonight. Lost in all this was Yamamoto's stellar performance. I was hoping to make a video today all about Yamamoto, but fortunately, things didn't go that way. Yamamoto, held the Cubs just 1 run, 4 hits, no walks, struck out 8 batters of the 15 batters he faced. Of course, only threw 59 pitches. The Dodgers had him limited due to, his recovering from his injury. That was expected that he was only going to go 50, 60 pitches, and of course that ended up being four innings. But Yamamoto was excellent, and is Yamamoto the answer? Is that going to be the answer for the Dodgers? Is he the pitcher that's going to get hot for the team in the playoffs? The Dodgers are going to have to, going back to my original point, because yes, it's really great that Yamamoto came back and pitched well, but we can't look too much into that today, because the Dodgers, blew a game, and that's the most important thing. The Dodgers didn't win this game, and a game they should have, definitely had, because they're playing, like I mentioned, just a few minutes ago. This is a team that is not very good. The Cubs, Crow Armstrong has to make all these crazy catches in the outfield, including basically stole a 2-run shot from Max Muncy there at the end, in order for the Cubs to have a chance to win this game. So this is not a team that you can really, look at. This is not the D-backs. It's not the Padres. They're less than that. So Dodgers should have had yesterday was a bad performance from Walker Buehler. Really really bad. Wasn't good at all. And Dodgers get blown out. Today they had the good starting pitching. Yamamoto came in, had a good 4 innings. And, you expected more. At least I did. I expected a little more from this team today. Just a little more ability to close out the game. And in the 8th inning, it was a complete, team collapse. Especially, Tommy Edman started out with a couple home runs. You're thinking, boy, is he going to be the MVP? And he ends up, well, you know what happened. This is a bad one. Of course, in baseball, you always have another game. Well, not always, but, in the regular season you do. That's going to be tomorrow. And the Dodgers are now under some pressure, because San Diego won today, 4.5 back, and the D-backs won too. So they're 5 back. So there's pressure now. So, yeah, tomorrow, Dodgers don't win. Yeah, it's gonna get close again. And it was just 6 games a couple days ago. So Dodgers really need a W tomorrow. Hopefully we have a more energized video tomorrow. The Dodgers get a win. Go Dodgers. Make sure to subscribe.